Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you have been here before, I appreciate you, and tell your good girlfriends, tell anybody that you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's a shameless plug, but I'm actually trying to at least get to 50 people so that I can be able to go live. But I wanted to talk about today something that really hit me hard as I was, driving and thinking about some decisions that I have to make in this season of my life. Now, most of you know that most of my videos, they're always geared around starting over in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because when you're over 50 plus, there's always something new to learn. There's always, again, if you are still working, you might be in a different space head-wise, and it might not be working for you. You may be thinking about making a change in your life, and today is no different than that. But I wanted to share my thought process as I was riding this morning. My son, one of my oldest son, he is in the process of purchasing a new vehicle. And he's been out looking for a car, but also he has been looking for a car, but on the flip side of it all, my other car, because I have two cars, my other car, I am making a decision to put her down, to let her go. And that car has been with me since I purchased her in 2011. It's a Honda Pilot, and it's been a great car to me. It's an SUV. And as I was driving and thinking about having to make that phone call to call someone to come and tow her away, I got very melancholy, got kind of sad. And I didn't know why I got sad, but I kind of linked it to that's another part of, and actually the last piece of my past life living in New Jersey. And I started to cry, and I had to hold back the tears. I'm not going to lie. I had to hold back the tears. And I was wondering, why am I crying? Why am I so sad? It's just another reflection of me letting go of something. And I don't know how many of you out there are experiencing that same thing, having to let go of things. It could be difficult, and you might not even know that you really should let it go. Nevertheless, you're holding on to it because it's something that's familiar, something that brought you comfort at a time or two in your life. And my car represents a lot of good times, fun times with my children, driving. One that comes to mind is that when we were going down to Rehoboth Beach, and we were all riding in the car singing songs, my youngest son and his girlfriend and some other friends, and it ran across my mind, and it made me think out loud that, wow, this is the car brings back a lot of memories of the trips I've taken. I've driven that car so many places. I driven that car to Georgia 1,001 times. I've been to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you name it, I've been there. Drove the car up in the mountains in Blue Ridge, Pennsylvania, and the Poconos, different places. And I got sad. And then I started thinking, that's that one other piece of a string that needs to pop in order for me to move forward. And therefore, I got to thinking about some of you out there that is in that process now, or you might be holding on to something. Could be a piece of jewelry that someone gave you that represents your past. I had a few pieces of jewelry from some gentlemen that I have known in the past, and there are times when you got to let those things go because it brings back certain memories. Now, I'm not telling everybody to get rid of their jewelry, because I know you're not. I know some of you might be saying, I can hear the ladies out there saying, girl, I ain't giving up my jewelry, child. Hey, listen, I like it. It's nice. I get it. But I just want you to get the concept. Is that, could that be the thing that's holding you back from moving on mentally from a certain space, right? Because my car, I didn't think I was going to get so sad. Just the thought of having to call someone to take the car away, because it's at the point where it's almost like hitting 300,000 miles. Not all the way there yet, but it's getting there. And every light that could come on in that car is on. Y'all know what I'm talking about at the dashboard, honey. Every light that could be on is on in that car. and tires need to be purchased, and it was really just supposed to be my spare car. And it turned out to be not a spare car for me, but a spare car for my children. Every time their cars broke down or someone totaled their vehicle, who were they calling? Their mother. And now I realize that I am not going to put a lot of money into the car, because I prayed about it and I asked God, Lord, what should I do? Other times I would have been so gung-ho and quick to go ahead and try to figure out what to do and pay for whatever needed to be done. But in my gut this season, I felt like I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to pay that price, because the price was too high to pay for something that had ran its course. Well, that sound like another kind of message. It's so ironic when I get on my live videos, God gives me revelations from all types of things. And the cost is too high sometimes to hold on to the past. And therefore, it's time to let it go. So today, I guess that's my message for today, is that although we may have good memories and fond memories of our past, it's just time to let certain things go. And those things could be hindering us from moving forward. I had no idea that I was going to get so sad. I mean, bringing me to tears. I was almost in tears just thinking about all the fun times I had in that car. And it's just material things, right? We would think that. Nevertheless, I got so overwhelmed with sadness, because that car has been with me for a long time. Seen some things, heard some things, been some places. My car, I remember purchasing that car. It was actually my first car that I purchased, brand new. And I had vowed to myself that when I got that car, I was going to use it for ministry. I've used that car for ministry. I've used that car to do some vending, because I used to sell a lot of different items. I love selling jewelry and purchasing, things that I could sell, going to flea markets. All of those things I have done in that car. And now I'm realizing that today I got to make that phone call for someone to take that car away, and for me to never see it again had been really hard. Yeah. Last piece of memories from New Jersey. And it's kind of ironic, because I'm coming up on actually the 10th year that I have resided in Delaware. And I believe that, hey, that 10-year mark is saying it's time to release everything. Everything from your past has to go in order for you to embrace so heartedly, right, in its totality, to embrace what God wants to give me in this season. Because you can't really embrace what you want and desire holding on to past pains, past hurts, past fun times, because that was the past. I've heard it said that people don't want to hear all the time what you used to do. They want to hear what you're doing now, how you're being effective now, how you're making changes in your life now. That's what matters. Because what you've done yesteryear is irrelevant for today. Yeah, that's what I wanted to really share. I wanted to share that, hey, letting go is hard, but it gets better and it gets easier when you realize what God wants to bring to you, what he's trying to get to you. It's better than what you've ever had before. Yeah, that's kind of like my message for today. Who knew I would get so upset or feel so sad over a car? Like some people get upset about their dogs. People say, it's just a dog. It depends on your perspective. And my perspective today allowed me to know that in order to really receive the new at 50 plus, I have to be willing to let go of some of the old things too. And sadly, but true, I have to let go of my car that does not any longer serve me. Yep, that's what I got to do on today. So it's just a thought for some of you. What are some of the things that you may be holding on to that you truly don't want to let go of? I could go on, but I'm not. I think that's enough for now. Gave you something to think about. Yeah. Letting go is not easy, but it's necessary. Very necessary. Well, y'all go ahead on and enjoy your day. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share for today. Enjoy your day. Make every day count, because we don't know how much longer we have, right? So we better make every day count. Yeah, it's necessary, y'all. 50 plus. Live your life, honey, but you better make sure you get rid of that baggage so that you can add more blessings. Yeah, for sure. All right, make it do what it do, y'all. Later.